Hey guys, I was thinking of something today, and I was starting to get anxious about it. I was starting to rush. I was starting to go crazy. I was starting to go nuts. I was like, oh no, it's not gonna get done. And then three words came to me, and it was, it's gonna happen. So no matter what you're thinking about that needs to be done, that thing that is you're thinking about in your heart, that's making its way up to your brain, and you're like, oh, I got to get it done. It's got to get done now. That thing will happen. It's not going to fade away in the background. We're not going to forget about it. The fact that it even had the opportunity to sit in our heart and make its way up to your brain, up to our brain, means that something's happening, something's taking place, there is a fruition. So I was settled in my heart this morning about it, and I wanted to share that with you. It's going to happen, and do not fret. Do you know what fretting is like? Fretting is like a wise man once explained it to me, because I was like, what is fretting? I don't understand what fretting is. You take a guitar, and so I have a guitar here, and so the chords, you have the chords, or you have the strings here, and when the strings are naturally, they're naturally doing their own thing, right? But when you hit a string, I got my kid's guitar here. When you hit a string, it makes the chord sound differently. So I'm just gonna take this. You hit you're playing a chord normally, and then when you put your finger on it, it makes the string sound different. So when you fret, you're basically putting your finger in line of something that is happening naturally. You're messing around with something that's going to happen anyway. So get in your mind that it's going to happen anyway. Whatever that thing is, it's going to happen. Don't put your fingers on the chord and mess it all up. And what happens is the outcome of the chord, what happens, the outcome of the sound ends up different. What ends up happening is the outcome of that thing that you're thinking about and you're hurting your mind, it ends up different than what you even imagined to begin with. So what do? We rest in belief, or in other words, just rest. I'm going to take a moment. We're going to take a moment. It's going to be a moment of silence, just 3 seconds. Okay. Ready, set, go. Okay, whatever came up in that moment of silence, if you couldn't stop and breathe, and that thing came up, that's the thing that you want to let go. That's number 3 for it's going to happen. Let it go. Know that it's going to happen. There's nothing that we can or cannot do about it. There's nothing that we are going to slow up the process the more we put our fingers on it and fret. But the less we do, the more that the thing will naturally happen. So keep that in mind. I hope that was encouraging. That is the 3-minute view for today. God bless.